Hello, it's Lolly again. I had some fun coffee staining paper last night. This is my first time to coffee stain because I've been doing tea staining, so I'll just do a quick flip through of what I stained. I've got a couple of small doilies there. They're hard to stain because they just dissolve so quickly. Index cards, I have a feeling that these are just too dark for me. I'll have to consider that. Layaway tags, a time card, and I was staining these. These I got from the Target dollar spot, and this is just what got splattered on in all my coffee stains, so I just went with that, put in the oven. And there are some notepads. Again, these are the kind that come with a magnet on the back, so you can put them on your fridge. These are babysitter pads, which I had gotten, babysitter instruction sheets, which I had gotten from the thrift store in my last haul. This was given to me by a friend. And this is just regular printer paper here. You can see the varying colors in that. The back of that one's really nice. Some patterned paper that I had gotten just in the 8.5 by 11 loose sheets that they have at like Hobby Lobby and Michael's. But I didn't like the white background, the white backs, and so I tea stained them. More. This one looked like really like wallpaper. Isn't that cool? And this is graph paper. Love the crinkly. More pattern paper. Peacock paper. That one didn't stain too much on the back. This really bothers me. The Paper Studio does this because when you need the whole sheet and this is on the back, it's frustrating. And more graph paper and printer paper. Look at that one. And this is the one that when I laid this on the cookie sheet, I dipped the doilies in the coffee, laid them on here, and then baked them like that, so it left the white impression. And this was just lying there getting splatters from all my coffee stains. So I just put a mug in the coffee and dipped it, mug in the coffee and dipped it, and put it on there like that and baked it. I did lay up some heavy books on them, but this one here needs to be again, or maybe even ironed. This is a page from a Where's Waldo book that got all beat up and torn up. And this is a large white envelope. You can see there are spots that didn't even get inked up. This is, if you can see it, and it's twice the size of an 8.5 by 11. It's an 11 by 17. And I thought this would be really great for folding in half and using in really big books. And so I was testing out the waters with that one and seeing what I thought and how that went. Kind of like it. And the last thing I wanted to share is that also yesterday I made really strong coffee. And I let it cool off. I just use instant coffee. I got this cheap stuff that was on clearance. So I let it cool off and I just put it in a spray bottle. So I started spraying some things, and it does, they curl up because they're wet. And I didn't do the backs yet, but you can see this is a library card and index cards. I sprayed them unevenly and just patted them a little bit with a paper towel. Look at this one, it got really dark across the top. But I think I like these better than this. This is the one that I actually dipped in the coffee and baked, and these ones were not baked. They don't crinkle because they haven't been baked. But I really like the look of them. So, and they're still, splotchy. They're pretty, so I might do that. And this is an 8.5 by 11 that I sprayed. Graph paper that I sprayed. And maybe on camera it doesn't show up that well, but you can see next to the white here that it is darker, and it does have a lot of splotches on them. But at least with the graph paper you can see the graph paper lines. And this is cardstock, it's cardstock that I sprayed. So again, I did not do the backs of these. I probably will today, but I was still in the testing process. And some of these, that looks good enough on the back, and I think this does too. This might do the cardstock and these cards with the coffee spray. Thank you for watching. And I've seen so many coffee staining videos. I'll look and see one of the ones I watched recently, and I'll put a link underneath this video.